YouTubers, it's Amanda here at Howling Dog Ranch. Just gonna give you a little update on what's going on here. We are in still cold weather. We're hating it. I'm ready for spring. I hope you guys are too. Then we can get planting, huh? I wanted to show you, I have a circle in front of my house that has a bunch of perennials that I've been planting, and I just transplanted some from right over there. Yeah, my fingers are dirty because I got done transplanting. I guess I should have showed you before I transplanted it. So hang on. All right, guys, this is my little circle in front of, yeah, that's the dogs playing. Let me show you what's going on. They're getting frustrated at each other. So these are some tulips, and then we got some, those are irises actually. We have lilies, irises, tulips, some sage, Russian sage out here that hasn't started blooming yet, and that's right here and right there. That's the lilies. I just pulled that. I transplanted these from the dog yard, and I'm not sure what that is. That's the first time I've seen this, and because the dogs pee and poop over there, I don't want to leave that plant there because I'm pretty sure it's gonna die, and I'm sure that they are going to start chewing on it or digging at it. So I transplanted it to my little perennial circle, and Kitty wants to say hi. Copper girl. So we got Russian sage that hasn't started sprouting yet, but I got some more tulips, and then that came from the dog yard also, and I'm assuming it's some kind of lily. So we'll watch as it goes, and I hope I didn't shock them too bad right now by transplanting them out here. I'm trying to get them relocated. And I have my little bird bath out here. Wheelbarrow, and this is kind of my grunge of old stuff that I've been collecting. And this little metal dog here, it's made out of odds and ends, a hammerhead, horseshoes. The tail's made out of a horseshoe, and my brother made that for me. And then I got a little dog here that looks like Stanley. Okay, kitty. I know. Come on. Hold on. All right. And then this heart right here, my brother made also. And the cowboy, he's got guns facing out, if you guys can see that. So this is just my little knickknacks I find wherever or somebody's made for me. And yeah, we're going to get Kitty off of here because she's going to break my tree. Get down. What's wrong, Kitty? All right. Yeah, so just been planting stuff as we go. We start getting flowers this year. And the tulips did bloom last year. And those were right over here next to this tree. And there was only like 4 little circles of them. And I moved those into the circle today. So we'll see how they go. Transplant driveway that comes in, and then it goes around and in front of the house here. So that's all that's going on. But I just want to give you an update what this is. All right. Well, I wanted to show you this. So we have these pine trees right here, all the way around the house. And they create a lot of pine needles. So earlier this year, or I guess late last year, I'm not sure when we did it, but we have a burn pile we had here. And we burned all those pine needles. And we have more, of course, but we burned all those pine needles, and I have been listening, and they say that pine needles, or let me go back. They say that acidic ground is good for strawberries and blueberries. So I'm going to show you what I did with those pine needle burn pile. We're going to go over to the garden And I'm going to show you what we did with it. I took all that dirt, I scraped it up, and took that dirt and I put it in our strawberry bed. So there's a strawberry bed. And I added that dirt to it, and there's our blueberries. I didn't want to put too much dirt around there because I didn't want to cover the base of it too much. So I think I'm going to spread it out and put it on the outside of it, like around here. And then the blueberries can get some acidic soil. I don't think our soil is very acidic. I think it's just very sandy. It's wonderful soil. Very sandy, but I don't know if you can see this, but I got a lot of grass growing in my garden. We've gotten so much moisture lately, so we got to get that rototiller out, get rid of all this grass, and start planting out this garden. It's still too cold though. It's probably in the 30s right now up here. We still got snow in our mountains. Yep. So we got some work to do, but I just wanted to show you that. Guess what we're gonna do? My little baby asparagus I'm planting, and I went to every blooming thing in Susanville and bought some, bought some asparagus. Rooster's making a lot of noise over there. I don't know what's going on. We bought some asparagus that won't be ready this year, but may be ready next year. So I'm gonna plant that in the bed. But I just wanted to bring you out here and show you what I was gonna do. All right, let me set you guys up. Okay, so I wanna show you, I still need to do some weeding in this garden. But I wanna show you what we're gonna do here. I have a bunch of grass growing in this, and I had pulled it up a while ago, but I had gotten some asparagus roots from every blooming thing, and we're gonna plant these into the garden so that they'll grow and they'll be good for, hopefully next year we'll get some asparagus. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna plant it towards the middle because I'm gonna try to redo these beds, and we're just gonna take this board out and that's one of them right here sticking up, and that's the other one sticking up, and then this is the seeds that I've grown this year. So we'll see how they go. See if they survive throughout the cold weather that we're gonna get. But I wanted to show you guys. I have onions and garlic, and all this over here is garlic. And then I have some onions left over from last year that I just left in the ground. So I gotta come over, and I don't know if you can see it under this straw. There's a bunch of grass that needs to be pulled. What the ideal situation would be is if I could pull all that garlic and pull all those onions and hope that I could retill this garden. I just seen something that's really interesting. I had planted asparagus here last year. It looks like this grass is strangling it, but look at, I got a little baby asparagus. When I put them in here, it was the end of the summer because I thought about it the last minute. So I had started them in the house, and then I planted them out here hoping that they would survive. And I didn't think that they would, and they did. So we'll see. It looks pretty good. We'll see if it comes back all the way. But yeah, I definitely need to pull all this grass out of here. It's so thick in here. And all of these beds, these raised beds, were here when we moved in, and they were full of just weeds and grass. So I spent some time pulling weeds, and we rototilled it, and it did okay last year. That bed right there had pepper plants in it, and I'm not getting as many weeds, and I'm sure there's a bunch of weeds in there. They just haven't popped up yet. But yeah, this one is definitely got weeds in it. So grass and weeds. But yeah, I'm ready. The sun is out. Skies are blue. It's beautiful out here right now. Oh yeah. We're gonna have piles of grass here. But I don't want it strangling our onions and garlic, so I might have to work on this a little bit. I don't know, because that one over there is full of grass right there. I don't know if it strangles the onions. So we'll see. Thank you for hanging out with us today here at Howling Ranch.